Hi, thanks for stopping by. My name is Monty, and today I want to talk a little bit about some home construction methods over the years that have been taken in homes here in Cheyenne, and I wanted to kind of point out some differences, and I want to ask your opinion about what you think about some of the differences. So right now, today, I'm in a home that was built in 1944. It's in one of the oldest parts of Cheyenne, so it's 80 years old or so, a little more. And it was built very different than how they build things now. And here's one thing I wanted to point out. So if you look up here in these floor joists, these are rough cut solid wood floor joists, and then they have the cross bracing in there, and you notice the solid wood planking for the upstairs floor. These here, that's solid wood. It's not particle board or plywood or OSB that is used now. And very few builders, or at least around here, use solid wood floor joists anymore. They use a laminate product, and they say it's much better, or at least it's boasted to be much better. But you just don't see solid wood construction like this anymore. So I want to know, what do you think about this traditional type of lumber usage versus some of the newer stuff, newer laminates and OSB subflooring and everything? So I'm really interested. Drop a comment below and tell me what you think. Now, yes, this type of floor joists and subflooring, solid wood, nailed in without any glue, will eventually creak. So you get that old house character creak. But I like it. It's more solid. I've seen some of the laminate products that didn't seem too sturdy. Maybe that's how it's put in. Maybe that's the builder methods. They cut corners. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I like older homes. I think they're built very well, and I think they have a lot of character. And yes, they can be updated and modernized, but I like the bones, the original heartwood bones. So in this house, 1944, smaller kitchen. This one's been a little bit updated. The cabinets very well are original, but the countertop's been replaced. Door going out to the side yard. Little eat-in dining room with a kind of a bay window effect there. Smaller living room, hardwood floors. You also see a lot of built-ins in these older homes, and this is one example of a built-in little bookcase or china kind of case that you could put things in. This home is available. It's for sale at a very affordable price. It's in a great neighborhood, well-established neighborhood. Here's some more built-ins. Way back, didn't have a lot of closets in every room, or big closets in some houses, so they have these built-ins. This house does need a little TLC, but it's priced right, and it's in a great neighborhood, as I mentioned, a very mature neighborhood. Now here's one thing, a built-in rack of some kind in the closet, and I gotta admit, I've never seen anything like this, so I don't know if it was something this particular builder back in the day did, or if it's been added. I can only assume maybe to hang hand-washed clothing, socks or shirts or something on to dry, or possibly pants. If you know what this is for, please drop it in the comments. I'd be interested to find out. One full bath in this house. There's no bath downstairs where we started. Had a little bit of update. Hardwood floors again. And here again in this bedroom, it has that same built-in rack. I'm guessing maybe for pants, or like I said, hand washed. People back in the day didn't have washer and dryers, so they hand washed and hung up their clothes. Big closet, tall closet. This would be a great home. If you watch my videos, you hear me talk about it all the time. A great home for first-time homeowners or investors. This would be a great home for a first-time homeowner, very affordably priced, and would be a good investment. And speaking of that, I just wanted to kind of give a market update. Recently, here we are in the very, very last few days of October, and recently market analysis was done for this month and so far this year, and Cheyenne doesn't feel the sharp spikes in increased prices or the sharp drops in housing prices. We kind of have a little more ebb and flow, a little softer reaction as opposed to a lot of markets in the country. So with that being said, for the month of October, year to date, compared to last year at this very same time, Cheyenne has had an increased sale of about 38 homes. That means the market's still good, still strong. The median home price went up about $20,000. So if you've watched any of my videos, and if you haven't, please go back and binge watch a few. I try to keep them fairly short. But you hear me talk about appreciation. And definitely in Cheyenne, in this market, over the decades, I haven't really seen a depreciation cycle of any kind. Yes, we've had recessions and stuff where home prices kind of stagnated, or sellers were taking a little bit less price than they normally would, but not really a depreciation in the value of the home. So investing in a home in Cheyenne is a good deal, even if you're the first-time homeowner and it's a kind of a smaller, less expensive home, a fixer-upper like this one might be, then it's going to appreciate. So the appreciation rate, it varies, and it varies a lot on the home and what's been done to it, but it could be 6, 7, 8% annually. In some homes, in some neighborhoods, maybe even more. So you're not really losing any money. If you want to buy a home and you can afford it, it's better than paying rent, right? It's better than paying someone else's mortgage for them. When you sell your own home, you reap the benefits of that equity you've built in that home. And if it's appreciating at 5 or 6 or 7% annually, that's a good investment. There are some stocks that you can't get that kind of return on. Hey, I'd love to talk to you. I'd like to help you get a home or sell one, or just answer your questions. Contact me and drop some comments in the video here. In fact, subscribe to my channel so you can see when I post new videos. If you have topic ideas, I would love to hear those. Take care. Thanks for coming by. Wish you were here. Talk to you soon. Thank you.